Good morning, Infinity Fellowship. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff, and I want to welcome you to this awesome Yoga Sunday. It's the fourth Sunday of the month of April, and we are celebrating this awesome month of thematic elements, and that thematic element has been 7 generations. And we are here standing on the shoulders of those who came before. And we're recognizing that the actions that we take right now affect generations ahead of us, generations behind us. And so we invite you to go ahead and get your mat ready. Go ahead and get your water, get your towels, put it by the floor. You're not here by accident. You are absolutely where you're supposed to be. So I invite you to go ahead, call your friends, send the retweet out, hit the thumbs up button if you're watching us on YouTube. Hit, of course, the subscribe button if you're watching on Facebook. And again, keep sharing this broadcast. Let's get these numbers up. Let's get this energy up. Trust me, you're going to need it in a few minutes. Yoga's not going to be too hard today because we are restoring on 4 Sundays. So we invite you to restore with us. We'll be back in a minute to start the service. As we say to you, good morning, Infinity, we want to welcome you into the space as we open this space for this wonderful Yoga Sunday. It is fourth Sunday, and this month has been all about generational healing. So we are in a space where we are setting the pattern for the future. And we set the pattern for the future based on the past. And I don't mean the past of trauma. I don't mean the past of things that held us back. I mean the past of the good lessons that we learned, the orderly direction that we observed and that we absorbed from the people who came before. So as we begin today, we open with spirit. And so with spirit, I invite you to tune your consciousness into the God of your acceptance and understanding. Go ahead and close your eyes, bow your heads, and open your heart at this time as we speak directly to that God, that consciousness, that divine source that unites us all. All wise and all loving God, I want to say thank you for this awesome opportunity to engage with people during this day that we call Yoga Sunday. Thank you for the ability to pause in recognition of you and your presence in our lives. Thank you for this moment of thanksgiving. Anytime we get to pause to acknowledge your presence, it's a beautiful thing. We get to acknowledge your presence because there are people all over the world with us right now who are watching this broadcast, who depend on this community to make them sane, to let them know that they're not out of their mind, that they can come back to a well that gets them through the hard times, through the periods of loss, and to the periods of celebration. And for these things, we are ever grateful. Thank you for the memories of those who have gone before. I send a special thanks to you for guiding our altar team here with Altar Dementia and that incredible organization that held their first annual conference in Atlanta, Georgia this past weekend. They called together people from around the world to help our elders, people in our faith communities who are struggling with dementia, Alzheimer's disease, mild cognitive impairment, finding ways to engage faith communities so that we can have a space where we look out for elders, recognizing that one day we may be in that position ourselves. So let us enjoy where we are in this moment. Thank you for sending a staff from Infinity Fellowship down there. Thank you for the connection. We speak protection on all the people who came to Atlanta, all of those people who celebrated at Frankie Lane Davis's going home. We send energy and love to the Hundley family as they prepare to transition the spirit of our sister Mandisa, who was a Fiskite here in Nashville, Tennessee, and touched so many people. In times like these, we don't always understand why people transition so young. But we do know that we're grateful to be here today in the body. And as we are spirits navigating this human experience, we speak that we will be strong today, that we will be fulfilled today, that we will breathe deeply today together, that we will come together in a way that helps us focus squarely on you. And by pausing to do that, we show the divine respect that we have for one another. Thank you for our ancestral mothers. Thank you for the lessons that they left with us, the lessons to be dignified, the lessons to always pause and be quiet in your presence, recognizing that just that start, just that moment sets the tone for everything else. Because when you are on our side, nothing can be against us. And we recognize that all of these things that are happening to us are working for our good. For these and other blessings we cannot put into words, we simply breathe in gratitude. Inhale and exhale. And we proclaim joyfully, thank you. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. And so it is. Let's prepare for our pouring of libations. As we pour this water today, that represents the living. We recognize and remember those who have gone before, represented by the earth that we pour into. Understanding that we all stand on the shoulders of those beings who came before us. And as we pause to open the way for them, we recognize that absence in the body simply means presence in the magnificent and limitless cosmos that surrounds us. The Lakota people use the term mitakwiasin, which simply means me and all my relations, because we bring our folks in the room with us when we step into it. As we pour, we speak the ancient word Ashe, which represents spirit, essence, infinite power, and divine proclamation. So as we pour today, we say, cool water, freshen our spirits, Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house for spiritual work, Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together, Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, divine source, and all creation, Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, Ashe. Pouring to the energies of the North, where today we commit to be a yes, especially on these yoga mats today, Ashe. To the energies of the South, recognizing who we are and whose we are, that we can get through anything as long as we breathe and stay focused, Ashe. To the energies of the East, and this rising sun today, I got my yellow bandana on in honor of the sun and that willpower chakra energy as we move through, recognizing that today is a brand new day. Yesterday is gone, Ashe. To the energies of the direction of the West, knowing that even as the darkness comes and the sun has settled on the western horizon, the moon and the stars are there to bring us light. And even in the darkness, there is always light provided for us somewhere, Ashe. To the energies of the ground below us, that fifth direction, rooting ourselves so that even when the storm comes, we may bend, but knowing that it is better to bend than it is to break, Ashe. To the sky above us, that clear and blank landscape, that open portrait space where we get to listen to our dreams and see them. And then we know that we have the gift as little C creators to the big C creator to pull them into manifest reality, Ashe. And to the seventh direction where all roads come together, Grand Central Station we call it here, the human heart, that chakra space, that Anjali space in Sanskrit. It's a space of love, the energy that pulls all of these directions into one place that is centered and centric to our understanding. May your heart be as light as a feather, Ashe. And so now we pour and ask that you either type in the box or call aloud the names of those you want to remember today. And as you call their names, you reanimate them and you call upon those memories. When I call upon my father's name, Haywood H. Carr, I think about the work that he put in and the days that he would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and walk from South Nashville to Vanderbilt just to provide. I think about Catherine Carr and all that she put into the world to make sure that her children and grandchildren would be loved. I think about our Nana, Vanita Holman, and all of the energy that she put through us, through her family, and the love that she provided in us with a household, with a work ethic, and always thinking about other people. We send that energy into the universe, and I invite you to call those names aloud as we pour this water. Haywood H. Carr, Thomas and Gussie Hayes, Della Mae Carr, Haskell B. Carr, all the Carr family, all the Hayes family, all those names who are coming in. To the names that are coming in on the internet, to those names who are coming in this place, those names that are being spoken in the chat box, to those names who are being remembered in everybody's heart, I pour for all of them in this space of silence. It is a space of reverence. And so we pour to the children in the world womb and yet unborn. And so it is. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe-o. All right, y'all. Good morning to you, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's good. Okay, we got some special guests who are going to be doing some yoga with us on the mats today. So we're excited about that. And we're excited to say good morning to you. So you know what we do? We sing a little bit. We sing good morning to you. In this case, I'll be up here singing with you, but I'm going to move around and sing a little bit too. But we want you to sing good morning, and I want you to type something that you are grateful for in the box. We actually have a slide for you, and you can look at that slide. It'll tell you everything that you need to know. It says, my name is, you fill in the blank, and then I am grateful for, you fill in the blank too. So whatever it is, if you got one thing that you're grateful for, we want you to start it right now so we can start putting it in that box for you so you can celebrate it with the rest of the world. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? All right, let us hear it. Good morning to you. That's how the song goes. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Sing it with me. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say, da 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 da, ba da 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 da, da 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 da. Oh yeah, we see you coming in on the chat box there. We see what you're grateful for. We know that you're grateful for being here. I'm personally grateful that I get an opportunity to be in a healthy body and to be able to do yoga with you today, to be able to get restoration in the space. What else are you grateful for? What's filling up that screen today in that chat box? Because gratitude is our attitude, and it's infectious too. I dare you. One thing, even if you showed up today and your heart's a little broken and you just came from a long trip and you're a little tired, I know that ministry too. Isn't it great to have a body and a mind to recognize that you're tired? That alone means that your brain is working correctly. So come on, let's fill that chat box up. Share the broadcast with somebody. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. 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 Give yourself a round of applause. Shake your hands. Get yourself in the air right there. We're going to get it going. We're going to get our energy rocking in this place. Oh, yeah, we love it. We love it. We love it. Listen, this is the time that we use to welcome our visitors. If you are a first timer at Yoga Sunday, by all means, type first timer in the box. Whether you're on YouTube, if you're on X, you can retweet and type the response there on the stream. A lot of you watch us on X now. If you're on Facebook, of course, whether you're at Infinity Fellowship or at Rev Jeff Obafemi Carr, wherever you are, go ahead and say hello, first timer, and watch what happens. We haven't hit these mats yet. So what happens is people are going to give you a muscle arm. They're going to give you a prayer hands or a high five hands. They're going to give you a heart. They're going to let you know that you are appreciated and that you're here for a reason today. So I want to thank you for joining us for Yoga Sunday. And I want to extend to you our visitors' welcome. That comes in the form of a slide. We have it there, and we also can put it into the chat box if necessary in the future. For now, we can bring a square up. We can put that slide up so that you can see it. We want you to just hold your hands up and go ahead and put them up to the screen. Hold your phone up first, rather, and go ahead and scan that QR code that you see on your screen. That will take you to a visitor's form. That visitor's form will collect a little bit of information from you. Don't worry, we don't share your data with anybody. And we'll send you a card and a note. And when we see you in person, hopefully next Sunday, because we meet in person on first Sundays here at 641 West Nocturne Drive, we get to show you some of that boundless infinity love as well. So make sure, even if you have to run this broadcast back, take a picture of that QR code, scan it, and we'll welcome you to infinity. We like to let you know, first timers, that you're not just a human being who showed up to have a yoga spiritual experience today. It's the other way around. You are a spirit navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. And so we like to take a deep breath together around the world. Exhale and release it. Good. If you're new, stretch your hands to the screen, or if you've got friends around you, if you got family around you doing yoga, go ahead and send your hands to them. Guess what? Infinity folk, y'all know how we do this. We speak this aloud because it is a proclamation of knowing and seeing. Y'all ready for it? Let's do it. Repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Where I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you, we're with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all of this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. All right, we're going to play a little music. Get ready with a little bit of music. Get ready. Yeah, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Dance it out, because we got that energy coming, energy coming. Take a picture of that slide, everybody. Gonna be real fun today. Getting close, getting ready, getting close today. Yeah. We're going to keep that energy rocking, because we're going to keep this energy going, because it is time for our sacred moment of action at Infinity. That is our moment of giving, where we affirm the powerful frequency of giving in the space today. How we do this is powerful. We say a powerful affirmation over our gifts. In Infinity, at Infinity, we give, and we give in a basket down front, whether you give it in cash in person, or you're doing your Cash App, you're doing your PayPal. The A on the basket is for action, because we take action on our dreams. It's also for abundance. And we speak abundance into your life. And we don't speak abundance being just wasteful spending and going and kicking it and not having concern for other human beings. We speak in a very powerful way what abundance truly is. And it's a definition of prosperity that is very clear. It's a healthy body. It's relationships that work all the time. It is a life's purpose that is so much fun that it is not even work, it's play. And yes, it's all of the financial resources that you could have. When you go through new members class, you get the opportunity, the same opportunity, to learn these principles. But these are the principles that we put into our giving. And as you know, this entire year is about divine reciprocity. The understanding of I am, small am, that I am, big I am, and that I give, I get, and I've got it good. That is our mantra today. So we're going to practice it, because the way that we practice in action, how we practice spiritually, is by our tithes and our offerings. So guess what? It's that time, y'all. So what we do is we sing Everything is Good. But before we do that, I want you to get your device out. I want you to get it handy. Whether you're giving via Cash App, PayPal, whether you're writing a check and putting it in the mail, we're going to put up a slide for you to do that. But we want you to supercharge it with energy at this time. So let's go to our offertory affirmation and let's say that together. O limitless, abundant Creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. The song is Everything is Good. Everything is good. That's what we say. And I'll teach you how to sing it. You sing it along with me. It goes like this. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. All right. We'll put that slide up so you can see that. Let's go. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on and sing it now. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Let's sing it good now. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Let me hear you now. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on and sing it now. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it good. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. All right, what an awesome time. What an awesome time of giving. We are here in the space today, ready to practice, ready to get this show on the road. And to do so, we want to tune you in, tune that body in to a space that is meditative. So I'm going to invite you to find your place now. Go ahead and just put the phone to the side after you've done your offering, of course. Put that to the side and then clear the space and absorb today's meditation. It's a small one, packed with a big punch. And it comes today from the great C.S. Lewis, who reminded us of this wonderful sentence, two sentences actually. C.S. Lewis says, you don't have a soul, you are a soul. You have a body. Take a deep breath and exhale. You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. And the body is just holding who you truly are. So how awesome is that? That's a thought that I want you to take with you through the rest of today's practice. I want you to have that ready. I want you to have that available. I want you to have it in your mind. Who are you truly? Today, we're going to move through some restorative practices. They're not going to take us long. We're going to take just 3 or 4 poses today because I really want you to get into a space where your body is feeling open and is feeling healed and available We will warm up, and we're going to warm up with some breathing, some pranayama, that breath energy. And then we're going to move into some poses that are absolutely restorative. So, yoga is not going to be painful. Listen to your body. The saying goes, no urges withheld. So if you have to burp, if you have to pass a little something, it's okay. You know, especially since it's virtual. We don't have to be around in the tight spaces. These two here, we're family, so we kind of used to that. So luckily it's okay. But I want to thank Lady Kanitha back here. I want to thank Brother Joshua back here. They are practicing with us today, and they're being bodies on the mat and willing bodies on the mat to restore themselves, even as we restore each other. But again, if you need to modify, find the position that makes your body comfortable and then breathe into it. And that's how we'll continue to move forward in this practice today. That's how we'll make sure that we look out for each other. So take a deep breath in, then exhale. Find a comfortable position, a seat on the floor. Usually it's an easy pose, as you see Joshua and Lady Kanitha in. Just a seated upright pose where you can lift your body and lift your shoulders up a little bit. Inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and just relax, but keep your spine straight. Throughout this exercise, throughout today, I want you to focus on your breath. I want you to invite deep inhales and exhales into your body. I want you to not be afraid to focus on that breath, to embrace that breathing energy. It is life energy. Fix your gaze, or your drishti, as we say in yoga teaching and in Sanskrit, your gaze where you're looking to just beyond the edge of your mat. Relaxed, eyes not necessarily closed, but just relaxed in a way that allows you to soften your gaze and be mindful of your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Something like this. Centering yourself as we bring in a little bit of music so that we can mindfully hear it be a part of our meditation. As we enjoy this energy, we're going to consciously now focus our breath. I'm going to put my little timer on for this part because we're going to breathe in a very special way. This breath is called Nadi Shodhana or Nadi Shodhana. It's also called alternative nostril breathing or Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, alternative nostril breathing. So I want you to take your right hand and show me your thumb. Good. Now I want you to show me your middle finger. Touch your thumb to your middle finger. That's what you're going to be using, your thumb and your middle finger. You're going to use your middle finger on your right hand for your left nostril. Don't worry, it'll make sense in a minute. Many of you have done this with me before. You're going to use your thumb for your right nostril. So to begin, I want you to take your thumb and close your right nostril. Leave your hand in front of your face, just like that. Almost like you're saying, na, 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 boo, boo. Ha, ha, ha. Sometimes people rest the middle finger on their third eye. Take an inhale through your left nostril. Hold it. Use that middle finger, bring it across your face to close that left nostril. We got both nostrils closed. Now exhale by releasing your thumb through your right nostril. Good. Now take an inhale through your right nostril. Close it with your thumb. Exhale through the left nostril and release. Alternative nostril breathing. Inhale through the left nostril. Close it. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close it. Exhale through the left. Continue to breathe in this cycle just like this. Inhaling, closing the nostril, exhaling. Inhaling, closing the nostril, and exhaling. Slowly as you can, in a quiet position of stillness. Inhaling and exhaling. Being mindful not to judge your body. Sometimes your body, your left nostril will be open more than your right, and vice versa. It happens like this because that's the way your body is constructed. Every few minutes, your breath changes to the other nostril naturally. It's a beautiful component of nature in breathing. And we want to be respectful of the process even as we direct it. So don't be afraid if one nostril is a little more clogged than the other. It's okay. Don't judge it. Make it a part of your meditation. You'll note that your heart rate will begin to slow. I always recommend this breathing when you're anxious, when you're experiencing anxiety. It is a very conscious way of stilling the heart and the senses. Inhaling, pausing, and exhaling. Continue to breathe just like this. See if you can now consciously do 2 more complete rounds of breathing, just like this. Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, alternative nostril breathing. Wherever you are, finish that round of breath. Then place your hands gently on top of your thighs or on your knees. Feeling good. Now we want you to create some circles with your head. So to the left, big circles. To the left, feeling the energy release and the tension release in your neck. Not judging yourself if you get the cereal sounds like me, snap, crackle, pop. It's just my body coming alive. Circles the other way. Come to the point of stillness, look up and back. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, lower the back of your head toward your shoulder blades, crown of your head lifted toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, now we're going to be seated cat-cows. So inhale, arch that back, bring those shoulder blades together, look to the back of the room. Exhale, bring those shoulders forward around that back, flatten that stomach. Inhale, the opposite space. Open that chest, bring those shoulder blades together. Drop that head back. Exhale, round that back. Yes, make the C. That's good. Big inhale, lift that head, drop that crown toward the back of the room, arch that back. Exhale, round it out, flatten that stomach. Good, nobody's watching. So you get an opportunity to do this on your own. So let's take 2 or 3 more revolutions of that, just really feeling that seated cat cow. It's a warm up. Yes, just like that. One more round of breath and then coming to neutral. And from the neutral position, we're going to go into our first pose. Grab your seat cushions, grab your blocks, grab your bolsters, grab whatever you got. You got your balled up newspaper, New York Times, that's cool too. Whatever you need to help support your body. We're going to gently and mindfully come to all fours on the middle of the mat. Good, and from all fours, we're just going to stay there in that tabletop position, making sure that our wrists are directly up under our elbows. Wrists are directly up under our elbows and our shoulders as well. A perfect alignment, so not forward, not back. Good, make sure that your hips are over our knees. Tuck your toes instead of pointing them toward the back of the room. Resting on the balls of your feet. Take an inhale and lift your knees off the mat. Exhale, draw them back down. Inhale, lift your knees 2 inches off the mat. Exhale, lower them back down. Inhale, lift those knees 2 inches off the mat. Move them toward the outer edges of the mat and place them down. Lift those feet up, point those toes toward the back of the room. Bring those 2 big toes together. Then push back and sit on your heels and reach forward. That's child's pose. Now, this is going to be a little different because this is restorative. So guess what? Child's pose, I'm going to talk you through. I've got my mic clipped on my neck, so I can't work too hard on that. But child's pose, as we've got it now, is going to be supported child's pose. So supported child's pose. This energy is going to be balasana, child's pose. Bala, child, asana, pose. We're going to take it and we're going to go back, and guess what? If you need a pillow or bolster, place it up under your chest, or you might place a block or 2 under your chest or a pillow so that you can rest on that. You can also roll a towel if you say my heels hurt. Place them in the back up under your thighs. Then you can sit back there. You can place the block up under your thighs or between your legs and rest your head as you reach forward and find the position that's going to be comfortable for you, because we're going to be in this position in a restorative way. Find the place, stuff pillows under your chest, whatever it may be. We want to be able to rest truly in this position of humility, this child's pose. Your hips should be open so that you can feel the opening there. And I want you to focus that breath on coming through your fingertips, coming under your arms, and going down into your hips. Breathing in and out slowly. Supported child's pose. Find the support you need. Sometimes people take the giant pillow and put it on their chest and between their legs, and they just lay on that pillow and hold it. Oh, feel like a big baby. And it's beautiful. All right, I'm setting the timer. Let's go. Inhale and exhale. Being mindful of the breath. thinking about your body, what it's telling you, where there may be discomfort, we gift it with release. Where there may be pain, we send it breath and then send it out of the body. Where there may be ease, we feel gratitude. Where there may be reflection, we feel humility. This is the gift of Balasana as a restorative pose, that we find a space of support and sit in it and feel it and allow ourselves to heal, to release all of the stress, let go of the things that no longer serve us in a still position of release. If you have to shift or feel you need to shift, go ahead and do that. Don't judge yourself. Find the space that fits you. And for just a couple of more minutes, we're going to breathe it out. You're doing great. We're going to do another 30 seconds here. This is a great position to spend the next 30 seconds or so maybe speaking to the God of your acceptance and understanding, maybe thinking about those affirmations that you have, those new things that you want to birth, those things that you need to forgive yourself for. Whatever comes into your consciousness, trust it and breathe. And take a deep breath, wiggle your fingers a little bit to let yourself know that you're awake. Come on up to all fours. Pull the cushions away from you. If you had yourself stuffed up full of cushions, you had yourself padded for creation, it's all good. Don't throw them away because you're going to need them for the next pose. You're going to need your blocks. You're going to need your bolsters. You're going to need your pillows. You're going to need your accoutrement. You may even need your towel or your yoga strap if you got that. From the position there, from the all fours position, just go ahead and move around mindfully into a seated position in the middle of your mat. And I want you to sit in an upright position. And from the upright position, we're just going to shake our legs up and down a little bit, just like that. Pretty simple, right? Good. Now we're going to bring our feet toward our buttocks. And as we bring our feet toward our buttocks, we're going to just extend our knees. We're going to let them drop toward the outer sides of our body. Now bring our knees together. And then drop them to the sides. Bring our knees together. Now drop them to the sides. Bring the bottom of the feet together. And from that position, that's the feeling we're going to get. If you grab your ankles or hold your toes, if you take your elbows to the inside of your thighs and just press down a little bit, as you sit a little taller, you'll feel the opening in your hip joints, your hip flexors. Don't press too hard. We're not trying to get an injury. We're just trying to open. Good. And now we'll just relax and bounce them a little bit. And from that place, I want you to lie all the way back. This is going to be a supported, reclined, bound angle pose. We always love to say the name, Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're going to bring those heels toward our buttocks. We're going to drop those knees to the outer part of our body. And we're going to find the place that is comfortable. Guess what? Some people like to put a pillow under their head for Supta Baddha Konasana that is supported. Some people like to take a yoga strap or a towel and bring their feet a little closer to their body, right? Other people like to take the blocks, place them underneath their knees so that they can rest. We want your knees to be resting on something. Some people support their lower back, but whatever it is, find it. This position's so good, I think I'm going to get in it for a minute myself, because it's just an amazing way to release all the stress that is held in our body and our hips. So I want you to enjoy Supta Baddha Konasana. Find the position that is most comfortable for you. Feel the opening in the supported bound angle pose, reclined. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping in mind that the belly is a balloon. So that space behind your navel is the center of the balloon. When you inhale, that stomach will rise. When you exhale, that stomach will flatten. Your spine, your shoulder blades are connecting with the mat or the floor. And you're feeling absolutely no tension in the neck and the shoulders. If you felt some, say, oh, Rev Jeff, you busted me. So just release it on the exhale. Feel the air coming down through your throat into your chest and down below your rib cage, expanding that air in the bottom of your belly. On the exhale, traveling back up the same route and exhaling through the nose. With each breath being a little more complete on the inhale, and even more complete on the exhale. I like to say all the way full, all the way empty. Mindfully embrace and explore your own experience for the next few minutes right here. We'll have another minute or so in this pose. Such a space of freedom and release. Go ahead and begin to allow yourself to come back into the space of awareness. It's so easy to go into oblivion on these wonderful, freeing, restorative poses. And that's great because anytime you do this practice at home, you can add 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to it, however you'd like. But go ahead and just kind of lift those knees a little bit and drop them again to loosen up those hip joints. And then as you are ready, go ahead and extend those legs. Our next pose, you get your accoutrement, your supports around you. Our next pose is going to be one of our favorite poses, and it is called Setu Badasana, also known as supported bridge pose. So this is where you get a pillow, this is where you get a block. Yoga blocks are great for this, either the high end or the side end or the flat end, whatever's going to fit for you. This is going to be the place where we place it on our sacrum. Our sacrum is that flat bone at the bottom of our spine. And we find a place where we sit up, bring our feet toward our buttocks, lie all the way back. We're going to lift our hips toward the ceiling. Find that comfortable space on our sacrum. So it shouldn't be on a vertebra where it's going to hurt. It shouldn't be too low on the tailbone. But if you'll find that spot that is comfortable, you'll know it. You're going to be in that bridge position for another few minutes. So go ahead and find the stillness there. Some of you experts will grab your ankles. Some of you might put a strap around your ankles as well to hold on to them to give some counter tension. Some of your blocks may be a little lower, which is great too. That's still supported bridge. All of them are supported bridge. You might be on the lowest part of the brick. That is supported bridge too. Find the bridge that supports you best. Get into it and begin to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to be here feeling that lift as if someone has put a hook in your navel and your belly button and lifted you, but resting in a position that's going to allow you to stay in it and get the benefit long term. You're doing such a great job listening to your body, feeling your body. Continue just like this. Inhaling and exhaling. Being mindful that if noises come, they just become a part of the pose. They become a part of your breath and meditation. Continue in the pose just like this. We'll have just about another minute in this pose. So enjoy the benefit and embrace the benefit. This is awesome. Preparing ourselves now to come out of the pose. We just lift our hips a little higher toward the ceiling, raise our navels up, pull the block or the pillow out from under you, and just take a little rest by lowering to the ground. Let's get a little energy in there too. Take an inhale, come back up on your own, lift those hips up. There it is. Place your feet flat on the ground, lift your hips back into the pose, only without the block. And then exhale, lower it down. You can inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower it all the way down. Awesome. Now our final pose before we go into Shavasana is going to be a combination pose that we're going to try. So listen, I want you to go find a wall. Before you go find a wall, I'm going to give a little bit of a demonstration here as I can, because this one is going to be legs up the wall. Viparita Karani, legs up the wall, but it's going to be with a twist. So that's what's going to make it interesting. So I want you to get your pillows, accoutrement as much as you can. And the beautiful thing about having a wall, this is not a wall, in case you hadn't noticed that. It is a podium, but even with the podium, we note that when we do our hands against the wall, we come against the wall there. And then the wall is, we put our hip against the wall, then we lie back. And as we lie to the side, we bring our legs, spin them to the front, legs up the wall. How about that? Decide which side you want to twist to. You might put a pillow or a blanket under your head. You're going to inhale and you're going to twist, drop those legs to the right. The beautiful thing is you're going to have a wall. I don't. So you can rest those feet on there. And as you drop to one side, you can look to the opposite side. However far you can drop them. No need to bend because, of course, your legs are resting on a wall. So I'm pretending there's a wall there and I'm dropping it down. You may drop down and get a pillow or a blanket to rest on the thigh, just like that. Whatever it is, though, go find a way. Okay, there it is. I rolled on the microphone, but it's still on now. All right, so let's go. Find us a wall. Turn to the side, place your right hip or your left hip against it. And then roll those legs up along the wall. And as you roll those legs up along the wall, you can begin to lower them both to one side or the other, together. Keeping your buttocks against the wall as you can. Getting the twist in. However you feel you need to adjust for that twist, go ahead and make that adjustment. You can see right behind me there, you see Joshua, his legs are not quite all the way to the ground. He's a young guy. So that is going to give you a little bit of a spinal twist there. It's also going to relieve some indigestion. It's going to help cleanse your kidneys and your lower part of your extremities. And we're only going to do that for just a couple of minutes. But we want you to now practice your breathing. So I'm going to add an extra treat to this twist legs against the wall pose. While you're here, I want you to breathe in the circular fashion like we did at the beginning. Nadi Sadashana, right? Inhaling, holding that right nostril closed. Exhaling, closing the left. Inhaling. Closing off the right with the thumb. And exhaling. We're going to cleanse your mind, body, and spirit today. Good. On an inhale, release everything. And on the exhale, go ahead and bring those legs back to center. Good. Take a deep inhale there. And on an exhale, go ahead and start to lower them to the other side till you find a position that's comfortable for you. Great, great, great. See, Joshua, that slant, that's not a lean rock with it. That's a space. And look, most of you can't see me anyway because you're up against a wall in your house. Hello. Those legs are up against the wall. Slight twist. Don't worry if you can't go all the way to the ground. Take it to the degree that you can. Place those hands out. Try looking a little bit in the opposite direction at first for a breath or two. Then when you find the stillness, go ahead and do the circular breathing again. Blocking that right nostril, inhaling. Closing off the left nostril, exhaling. Through the right. Inhaling through the right. Closing. Exhaling through the left. Something just like this. Inhale, and on an exhale, go ahead and bring your legs back up to straight against the wall. And let's try 2 more rounds of circular breathing. Nadi Sharana. From this position with the legs straight up the wall. Now relax and just regular breathing, 2 deep breaths in and out. Now from this position, you can drop your legs to one side and then turn just so that you can sit up again. Make your way back to your mat. You can roll over, you can slide over, you can crawl over, you can step over, however you get over. Let's take it on back to the mat. Come to the center of your mat. Sit there for just a couple of breaths. Congratulate yourself for making it into a restorative space and lie back on the mat. Extend your feet, extend your, your legs. Put your arms to your side. You can place your hands up. This is the beautiful time where you can decide if you want to put your blanket on. You can put your blanket on. If you want to put a pillow underneath your knees, that's pretty kind of cool, or a block underneath your knees, or you want to stuff a blanket under your knees, or if you want to stuff it behind your head, or if you just want to cover yourself up with a blanket, this is your choice, because we're just going to go to Shavasana, corpse pose, how we end yoga. Come to this space, and I'm going to smudge those who are in the space. I'm going to send this air of Palo Santo to you wherever you are, but I want you to just lie back, close your eyes, and embrace this space of rebirth that we call Shavasana in yoga. As we embrace the memory of the moment in Shavasana, we recognize that part of generational thinking is regenerational thinking. And so in this moment, we reflect upon the generations behind us and the generations before us. This month has been about healing. Our first Sunday in the month, our concept of back, forth, and forth. Newton's cradle, and recognizing that what we put in comes back. What a joyful moment it is for us to think about how healing will create sustainable families and communities for generations beginning right now. On second Sunday, 360 degrees, the quadrants of birth, initiation, commitment and or marriage, and transition to the space of life after life, recognizing that each time we are aware of standing at a 90-degree angle, as we will after this practice, upright and ready for life and living. And of course, on last Sunday, the concept of the test of alignment, oil and water, two things that do not mix. The message being find alignment with people, places, and things that help you be your highest self and embrace it. And of course, today, the energy of regeneration. We encourage you in this moment to take this day to vision a past that is healed. Take this day to embrace a right now that is healthy. Take this day to delight in a future where holistic beauty is the standard, going backward and forward. You're responsible now for your world and your life. And it's a great life, even through the obstacles. Dream your dreams, for they are needed. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Take a deep breath here. Exhale and go ahead and wiggle your toes and fingers so you can bring life back into the body. Go ahead and roll to one side in that fetal position. Just take a couple of deep breaths there, because it's absolutely all right. That's what restoration is about. That's what the concept of yoga stillness of yoga in restorative practices, that's what it's all about. Regeneration. You got to give your body a chance to catch up with your mind and your spirit, bring it all together. And that's what we did today. That's what you did today. And I want to congratulate you. Congratulate yourself in this fetal position. And when you're ready, go ahead and just put your hands to the ground and push yourself back up to a seated position. And from that seated upright position, go ahead and place your hands at heart center. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, set your intention for today going forward. And give thanks and gratitude for making it through the practice and for loving yourself enough to show up and be a yes. This is truly the spark of the divine, and the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. We say it in Sanskrit, Namaste. Namaste. It's Daniel's favorite word, Namaste. We love it. He's going to name his first pet Namaste, and I love it. Y'all, thank y'all. I want to shout out, I want to thank Lady Kanitha, Brother Joshua, for doing it with us, for going in on the yoga with us. Y'all did a great job of pulling that energy into the space today. And I want to thank each and every one of you all for joining us at Yoga Sunday. Listen, we had a great month going through this 7 Generations series, and we kick it all off again next Sunday, first Sunday here at Infinity. First Sunday is always a great time. It's in person. I'm going to encourage you to not meet me there, but to beat me there, because it fills up in here pretty quick. We got childcare available for you. We got great coffee in the lobby, water. We're recognizing new members. We're having some great fun on first Sunday. Visit the visitors forum again. Make sure that you participate as you can. Thank you all so much for being a part of the service today at Infinity. Go ahead and feel rejuvenated. Go out, get you something good to drink, get you some water, especially get you something great to eat. As those of you who like to go out and do Sunday brunch, go do that and go walk in gratitude. And don't be ashamed or afraid or shy when people say, you just look like you just walked out of a cloud. Yes, I am restored, regenerated. These are the practices that we want to hand down to our kids, to our family, to our friends, so that we can be on a path of healing going forward. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Let us speak together the benediction, all eyes closed, all hands extended. Don't worry, I'll give you a second to chat at each other in the box. I know how we like to do it. So we speak that the love of God, the wisdom of the ancestors, and the infinite and abundant power of the universe rest, rule, and abide with you all, henceforth, now, and forevermore. Let us all say together, Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. And so it is. Till I see you again in person or on the Infinite Life stream. Listen, before you get out of here, take this cool little smooth energy you got and tag somebody in the chat. Tag a stranger and just tell them blessings on you today. Have an awesome day. Live right. Have a great regenerative spirit. That's how we do it at Infinity. I'm Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff, reminding you that we love you, and that's a fact you cannot change. Peace and blessings. I'll see you next week.